NPP FO, NDC aba. Lady B, your friend Hannah Bissiu. Aba. And she's one of the ladies only the charge of this excavators. Hannah Bissiu or administrator of the Minerals Development Fund. But she's taking this thing very personally. Okubia now don't say cameras edinechi. But recently she's in the news adding the fight is very hard. Or say she went to seize 40 excavators. 40 excavated, but no money low bed to transport them. At the chain omukoi na aka 7 out of 30 excavators. At the chain na aka 7. Oh musizi bro, it does not make sense logically. Because why? Is it that she doesn't have support? How is it that you are leading a whole operation that has been televised and everybody knows? Is it that the government is not in support of what she's doing? Because in Korea, Jubilee House said she should step back from what she's doing. Because what they are doing, air concerts, you're friend exercise in futility. You're the soldiers crying, what you are doing, if it's not strategically bad, if it's not strategically implemented or executed, what you are doing, you are just putting your life at risk. And after that, in this thing, you are just going to be a number, add to one of the numbers, because those people are very dangerous. Because Hannah Bissiu has been exposed. So only back in the what she's doing, there is no backing, no tactics. Because how do you tell me you are leading this Galamsey thing? You are on the front line risking your life. Not need a strategy to be able to maneuver this whole dangerous thing you've involved yourself in. And it's crazy. Say mubeko into season of excavators, Semuko sites na manfo AUSU and Kula for mining. If they are not mining in the concession, they are mining in forest areas and whatnot. You have other people following you and cameramen following you. 40 excavators, you weren't able to even transport them. You left them. Well, first of all, who's the excavators now? In whose hands did you leave them to? Because we all know how these people are powerful. We all know that they could make literally evidence disappear. MPP time, you must almost say so many excavators, but AI in a twinkle of an eye. So when you come and you are leading the charge, you already have the history of these people. You should be prepared. Excavators now 33 ayera overnight 7 enaka. What should we do? Those people are only on one. You should be investigated. If you are not competent enough, because the more you are exposing the government for us to know how unserious this government is in dealing with some of these issues. Yes, if you go unprepared, and I say if you go half baked, half prepared, you are just exposing the government and how weak we are in tackling nations. Tibonkoso in tackling some of these things, because this Galamsey thing is a menace. You're not saying you're not trying, but the more there's social issues. Let me know your thoughts on it. If I'm right, let me know, but let me know your thoughts on it. Because let me tell you why this Galamsey issue is a canker. Madam Kubi, they were just involved in what? Buying the gold from the site. This is how dangerous is it. They come to sell the gold to them. Sometimes it's raw. Can you imagine that? Out of her burning it, to be able to get the gold out of it, from its raw state, the mercury and everything she was inhaling from the gold, all her muscles are beginning to seize. She's becoming very stiff. She can't move, and that is how dangerous it is. And imagine, say, look at what the person is going through. Look at the health implications. Some people are employed in some of these very dangerous ventures. No security, no protection, no education or whatsoever. And they are going through, Ghanaian citizens are going through. After that, Omeko Hospital, nobody is actually minding you. She went to the hospital and they are telling her, oh, there are so many people in the queue, so you would have to take a month or 2 or 3 for you to be able to get a doctor to look at you for some of these problems. Imagine where we are putting our future leaders. And nobody cares. No insurance, nothing. This is a national fight. And this thing, because of, but yes, so that is why nobody is actually talking about it. That is why they are treating the issue with baby gloves. Sammy Jemfi on Galamsey issues. Sammy Jemfi I instituted a task force almost for Gold Board. We've all heard rumors that Gold Board, I'm making over even 5 billion Ghana cedis already. Almost starting Gold Board. That is, what is the Gold Board? They are literally buying the gold. To say almost say gold, no, they will not let these people who go and mine the gold sell them to customers overseas. Once you go and mine the gold and you have the raw gold, the government of Ghana through Gold Board would buy the gold. Omoto gold now, what would they do? Then they rather trade it for a higher currency so that you have higher gold reserves and whatnot in the country. Yes, but the funny thing is, Omasako instituted another task force. And that is one thing at the moment losing brutally. Already, Sammy Jemfi is suspect. Why am I saying he's suspect? He's suspect in his policies and how he wants to implement them after coming to say how he wants them to tackle Galamsey. Very suspect in his policy. That policy was very flawed. You understand? So, same person leading this and instituting a task force, or say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and institute or finally say no this whole thing is flawed. There are so many people that are going to take millions, or this same task force now my institute they are going to make millions out of it. You watch the video.
We are going to see a display in terms of briefing of the pistols and the AK-47 rifle. After which we will go on with the firing of the falling bullets. Stand by for the whistle blast before you fire. At this point, the civilians
I bring you greetings from our father, the father of the nation, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
Papa. Is this not job for the boys? Because in a country where you have the military, what are the military doing? You have excess of policemen. Bribe. You go and institute other people as task force. Training 2 weeks. It does not make sense. It does not make sense. You have to train your people, your marines, your navy, because Galamsey says so when you go and meet them, they will swim across the river. If you are not trained, you cannot even swim across the river. Yes. When you say that these people are just what? They are just tracking people who are buying gold or trying to smuggle gold. Good. These people work with these people in the deep. Bringing these people is just a waste of time. Now I tell you for a fact, if it becomes big like this, you will see the corruption, because the corruption is already on a large scale, from the police to the military. We've seen them fail over time. What's that them call for Babacam? As Gold Board, tax force, waste, job for the boys. Let me know what you also think about the Gold Board task force and let me know what you think about all these topics we've discussed so far. I am Emmanuel out of 600 and you've been live on Tales with Six. Please like, subscribe and share to my shit. I'm signing out.